Scorpio, this will be a continuum. You don't have to see the other video that I sent yesterday live in order to see this one. I'm going to just give you 5 minutes, a small look through on what's going on before we do a separate read. So in your first house you have the stars, and there is a soulmate here. There is a male figure here who is looking away, keeping his rose. He seems to be thinking about something. Clearly it is about you, Scorpio, as you're showing up here as the soulmate and as he is landing on your first house here. So this is what's going on. In the second house you have the fox, which is the very meaning of a false person, and they could give you their impression that they are in love with you. So it could literally mean your lover or someone you are crushing on. And here one of the main peoples are showing up. So you could be the male, you could be the female, and note that the genders can be swapped. So this could literally also be a male, but this is how the universe is putting it up. There is some kind of communication here, and it could be that you and your possible lover communicates through sex, basically. It's a very sensual, graceful relationship, but it seems to me that it has a lot to do well, you could have a great communication, but it's possible that the entire relationship is based on sex and sex alone. We will have a look. On your fourth house you have cruelty. I talked a little bit about this yesterday. This is within your family. Someone could be verbally violent, physically violent, or simply cruel. You have all sorts of personality disorders, so this could have something to do with that. And there is a small depression attached to that, in fact. So in your fifth house we have someone independent coming in. It could be Aries, could be Sagittarius. They're coming in as very emotionally independent, and they usually come with a message. And in this case it seems to me that some of you have lost direction. It seems like some of you have lost direction, or simply lost the sensation of both time and direction. So in your sixth house here there is another male. So this is a Norman card. This is the fairy version, so but it's still male. There is something about a new opportunity in love. This is about taking action. Usually it is a Mars column. In this case it's the sixth house. So you could again be dealing with a soulmate. It could be also get someone who takes a lot of action, actually. But the cards here advise you to be a little bit careful. There might be someone who likes to have fun, but as you can see here they have 3 faces. So for me, this card is a little bit creepy, but it also, the reason I use this deck is because it has some extra cards which you don't find in the other deck. So there is something about this. This could be someone you're working with, as it is the 6th house. And unless you're working in the cardinal, your workmate is someone you might not trust too much. Now, in your 7th house, there is a block here regarding communication with someone that you might have feelings for. Someone here is trying to communicate with you, but they can't, simply because there is a mountain here in between of you. In your house of transformation, we have the dog card here, which talks about loyalty. You trust the dog. 4, 8. So it is a wish fulfillment here. It's like you are in this chrysalis energy right now, or in a cocoon, where you are about to unfold yourself as a butterfly here. And there is someone around you. I literally take it as that in this dramatic scenario here, you have a guardian. It's also showing to me that the period of the chrysalis, or where you're coming out of the cocoon, is almost finished, with 8 and 1 here, which equals a 9. So there is a cycle here. Now the water here is still water, and it's very deep, and usually it's not the water perhaps you would drink. The old days, the water would be, the well would be coming from somewhere, but the water was also a source of many diseases, basically. So the well, it talks about a lot of emotions. They are very deep, but they're also very suppressed. In your 9th house, you might experience some luck. You might manifest something into this physical world. You see the clover card here? You are happy. You have managed to manifest something that perhaps you've been wanting for a long time. You also might get lucky and get what they call a oh my god, I completely forgot what we were talking about. You might get lucky and manifest something to this time-space continuum, to this reality. So, as again, I've talked about the hexagram, and so the gift is popping up here. You might win, if you're doing the lottery, you might win something. You could get a charity, very unexpected, from someone you haven't been seeing for a long time. But yeah, we will see. On your career, there are people at your workplace, people that you're working with, people who might be your competition. They are saying things behind your back. There is a lot of communication about what Raven or Scorpio is up to, sorry. And what are you up to? Well, you're trying to create a nest. 7 and 1 here also equals an 8, which is a transformational process. You leave one place into another, perhaps to find a soulmate and create your forever nest. Now, in your surroundings, there might be someone who could be in love with you, who wants to seal the deal with a ring card here. It could also be you joining forces with a rebellious group, or of course it could have something to do with work, although this is the 11th house where people are queer, strange, happy, colorful, and yeah, you know, rebellious is all about that. The ring is closed. It seems to me it holds a sapphire, which is an energy I work a lot with nowadays. It belongs to the blue ones. So you could, don't be surprised if you are being proposed to while there are a lot of people around you. And the person who's proposing to you, first of all, what gets me is that they are gather a lot of knowledge about you. But it seems to me you are their wish fulfillment when it comes to, because you come out here as quite wealthy, Scorpio, someone who are really good on your own. They do have a lot of knowledge, they gather a lot of knowledge, and well, there is a transformational process also in this cycle. So we have the sun, which shines within you, inwards. It's shining within you. Okay? Something is like let's say you can close your eyes. Some of you have the ability to see that golden light which is within you, because the subconsciousness, or that part of you that you're not aware of, which is inside of you, and there might be a lot of things there, that things happen to you in life that you don't remember. So the sun says here, I got your back. But another reason the sun might shine is because you are thinking about someone. So we have two main persons here who are women. She's attached to the fox. We have one more woman here who is, I would guess she's attached to the man with the rose, but not necessarily. They both have a very similar vibe, but also in the end of the same row, they also are facing each other with a lot of passion, but they can't reach each other. So you pick the scenario you think or believe belongs to you. Now one card fell on the floor, which represents the devil, but also in one manner the lovers, because there are two women here. But it's something toxic, something obsessive here. Let's check the cards. It lands on number 3. So actually in this case, it seems to me that whatever relationship you are in, it might be toxic. Like the entire relationship is based on toxicity, that in the long run, you are filled with grace, but I completely forget that this fan should really be done. Let's see. Okay, I can't believe I've been talking to you and I didn't even notice the fan in the background. So annoying. So where we see, I will continue the read simply because I'm interested in how this is ending. When we take a look in this card with, you know, it looks like something my papa would collect. We have an owl, whispers in the night. We have the cuckoo or the cock, the rooster who is shouting in the morning. We have another bird here who likes a little bit gossip. We have the times running out. We have enlightenment, which is placed pretty close to the top. On the top there, we have the Holy Trinity coming out as a, you know, 3 watches. There are many watches here. And they all seem to have a different purpose. It's decorative, it's interesting, elegant, but it's also filled with symbol. On top of the middle house here, there is a small red flag right up here. So whatever relationship you are in, it's not certain that it is good for you, Scorpio. Now let's see. Where else will the drama take you? Okay, we already know where the woman belongs. We have a woman attached to the fox. So who's the fox? Is it her? I don't think so. We will see. So we're starting with the first guy. We have 2 people here who loves to watch the stars to gain their healing. So this individual could be a soulmate, Scorpio, the one with the rose. Okay, so let's see the devil here. The toxicity in some of the relationships some of you have is connected to rats. It's this draining of energy. It's pure sexuality. So we have cruelty in the house where you're supposed to have peace. And here's the house. There is cruelty inside these walls. There is a messenger here. Could be Aries. Could be Sagittarius. They carry with them a wish fulfillment. This is someone who are pleased with themselves, but it seems like they lost their direction. They are bringing forward a message to you, Scorpio, which is also cruel. This is from it could be from a child. It could be regarding a child. It could have something to do with child custody here. Someone lost the direction and are being cruel, where you will be the scapegoat, Scorpio. In work here, this could also represent your physical body. We have a person here who is coming with a new opportunity. You might have someone in your workspace, Scorpio, who wants to offer you a new opportunity in love. They are mixing their work with some kind of crush they have for you. But take note that this individual have many faces. Now there is someone here who wants to talk to you. They are blocked by the mountain here. Someone very attractive. They, you know, they really want to talk to you. It's all about communication. And well, what they have to tell you could be quite intimate. So note that all of these men and women could represent two people only, so take it as you leave. So in one scenario here, the male and the female is seeking solitude among the stars. Okay? In another scenario, the female is being seduced by someone who is fake, who wants to take advantage of her. In the third scenario here, the entire relationship is built upon sex only, very toxic relationship. And when it comes to family, many of you are perhaps taking some distance regarding your family because there is too much cruelty and depression, which the same people might send you a message with the rider here, with something that has to do with a travel or a sense of direction. It can also be a lover involved with this, and they are bringing forward the cruelty. The man at your job is also a messenger, or he is also getting a message. He could be someone who is also, you know, he is a messenger inside. He could even be a diplomat. But this is someone who is, I get that he's traveling a lot. He's emotionally independent and he's saying one thing to you and another thing to someone else. I get there could be some Libra energy here. Eighth house, about transformation, where you will find your loyal friend. It seems to me something is coming to an end here due to stagnation. Maybe you're leaving work. Take it pretty literal. Some of you could literally have lost a dog, but you could also have lost a friend or a loyal friend, loyal lover, someone that you cared a lot about. This, again, socially independence, you had a lot of fun together, then something went down. And the universe says stop. So you could experience death, and in your solitude, after a lot of crying, perhaps there will be something that is popping up in your way, a solution perhaps. There is some luck. Somebody might bring you a gift out of compassion for whatever has been happening to you, which shows here that there's a lot of cruelty. The chatter is still going on regarding your career. You might have a few competitors and they like to talk and they are pretty. You're a bird also, so you plan to maybe pack your things. You lost someone. You're leaving someone to find a new nest. Now, regarding the flowers, they are given to you by the same bird who is slandering behind your back, and they're not even very discreet about it. They slander like they have never slandered before. You understand? And when it comes to you change your place, it could be that you join forces with your friend the dog here. The dog card could be a person, either it's a dog or a person. They are loyal to you. Something to means something. I don't even know how to speak English. Something came to an end. And I thought perhaps it's the dog person or the dog alone, but here it's popping up again. It's popping up, as your wish fulfillment. You don't care about those birds. There is this ring here and something about knowledge. And again, you're getting a gift. Could be flowers. So some of you could literally be in a relationship now where you are getting married. Here you are. Some of you. The sun is shining inside of you. And you have the rose here. So one of these guys, the man with the rose, just like you, taking solitude among the stars, or the man who can't contact you because the mountain is in between of you. So that means they could literally be on another place far away from you. There is literally a mountain and even continents who separates you. So in this case, it seems to me that one is looking away from you and you are looking at him, while the other guy is looking at you, you are looking at him. And he wants you. Let's see. He wants you. He thinks you smexy. So, okay, there is one more. Yeah, you have someone in your back who is making sure you have everything you need. It could be a boss, it could be your daddy, and making sure you're being taken care of. Oh, I'm allergic to something, that is for sure. Now give me some more information about you try to pluck out some information about the different dudes and the dudettes. Show me the relationship between, it could be a past, someone you recently left. So show me the relationship between the man with the rose and the girl here with the rose. That was not too much. Was that a lazy shuffle? 8. Could be dealing with another Scorpio. But it's I get this page energy, so I'm very immature. Clarify the relationship with the man and the the woman with the rose. You're holding on to your coin because you see that this bloke here is very immature and you don't want that. You want a man, basically. So it could be a lack of trust. Show me the energy of him being a soulmate. Show me the energies of him being a soulmate. Okay, so there is a heartbreak here. But he's thinking of you as someone who made him very happy. And you made him very happy. I believe he wants to resurrect the relationship. But one of you is keeping back the offer due to this heartbreak here. But it's not over yet. Now, I want to know the fox. What is he up to? What is his game? Show me the fox. Maybe I should take the golden cards because they really are more easier to shuffle. I'm very curious about the fox because okay, in your second house, if you look in your second house in the chart, you will only find maybe a planet or two or an aspect. But when we do it like this, we find, how can I say this? We find something else. So let's see. Okay, show me the second house. Clarify the second house. One more. So this could resonate to a lot of Scorpios, but in different kind of, you know, the entire message doesn't have to be one story. It could be scattered. So let me see. Clarify the second house. Show me the second house. Show me Great Spirit. Show me Great Spirit. Second se. Isma Alpha Rodin. Second se. So there is one message here, which is that they do want to, one of you want to approach the other slowly. Maybe you're hoping they will change. You never know, even fake people can fall in love. Now let's see, where are they in their energies now? Okay, so we have a wounded warrior. They are not stable. They don't have their own home. I'm not saying they're living outside, but they don't own their own home. And so they lack some stability in their life. They're basically leaking money. They're holding back their heart, making sure. In the past, there was some silence in the between of you before they took a stand and showed you that they could have impressed you with the Queen of Swords here by showing you, you know, I know how to set limits. What's crowning the energy here, that they seem a little bit immature. It would be Page of Cups in this situation, and right now they're holding back that cup. They're not riding towards you like they are in some kind of hurry. They do come out as a big loss, like they have lost something, everything from their company, their business, uh, with Capricorn here in reversed. They could have lost it all. And so being a fox, it's all about survival, you know. So they have two queens, one of them is upright, and so outside of them, they could also have someone else that you're not aware of. Queen of Wands, a mistress. Maybe you are the mistress, or I don't know. Right now, just like with this guy, you ain't talking. There is pretty quiet in the between of you. But they do want to have a victory with you. Six of Wands, Jupiter in Leo. For possible outcomes. Okay, so we've seen this before. You have someone around you, Scorpio, who is investing in you. Little by little, without it being too obvious. So some of you could literally be quite well off, and they are investing in you. They come out as pretty strong with La Fuerza here. They won't put behind them the toxic energy with the devil in reversed. So clearly they are also connected to the third house. This could be a relationship that's purely based on sex. And they wanted toxicity to, you know, disappear basically. 10 of Cups in reverse, it doesn't seem like they have faith in the relationship. They don't see it as very realistic, Scorpio. So that was the fox. So the question is, why do they do this? Why are they playing the game as a fox? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? Previously, there was an opportunity that left them. So they got a clarity to the situation. They are now juggling their money. They're trying to resurrect something that used to be. They see things more clear now, but they still haven't healed from the situation. And well, it seems to me they think they need to use manipulation in order to perhaps you do have some resources, Scorpios. They don't. Here they are manipulating with the Leo card in reverse here, King of Wands in reverse, and here coming out as the Lovers, Gemini energy. So it seems like you literally are being toyed with, Scorpio, and that they justify it as, well, you have a lot of money, I don't have anything, or you're wealthy, or that they simply are a bastard. No matter how you twist it, no matter how you see it, they are a bastard. So there you have the answer for wild sex. They are trying to get you to feel something for them so they can get one step closer to you. Cruelty in the house is pretty obvious. Messenger bringing a message about cruelty, pretty obvious. Someone at work, another rider at your job, is pretty fake. And what can I say about that? But I don't know. I don't have any interest in him. Fake people everywhere. You meet them everywhere. Now I want to know a little bit more that this energy here from, there's some Sagittarius energies here, and this man of the T, it could be Aries. This is about taking action, and he wants to talk to you about something that is intimate. However, you could be done with this individual. You could be done with him because you are now in the middle of a transformation, so you want to be left alone. Show me the energies of that person that wants to talk with Scorpio. Okay, so what should we call it? Well, he's landing on a Sagittarius card, so we call him the Sage. The Sage with the beautiful, this flower symbolizes also, it's a lily, sexuality, gracefulness, sensuality. The flower is basically from Venus. So let's see. What does he want? What is his intention with Scorpio? Okay, so basically with this card it could be mistaken for the Lovers, but the card here basically says that there ain't no sunshine while you're gone. He's depressed because you're not there, Scorpio. No, it can be a she, of course, but I'm sticking to whatever the picture is showing. If it shows me an androgynous individual, then the name for that in Scandinavia is hen. So yeah, you should totally try that. It makes certain things so easier when you're dealing with someone who are playing balls on the both sides of the net. Okay, anyway, they can't come to you. It's in the way. It's in the way. They're stuck in a situation. They do not see things clear. So they feel that this is over, but they see you as the Empress, Scorpio. But they also see that the situation is finished. Queen of Swords. Yeah, so if you're going to hear from this person, well, you're pretty far from each other. So what happened to the dog in the coffin? And there was something about well here. Show me. Oh la la. I need a further clarification on that one. I get that you chose to close the connection with someone. It could have been the individual that is trying to connect to you from 7th house. They seriously love you. They have so much love for you. They even have an idea of some kind of engagement, marriage. They don't want no drama, so that might be the reason they are being still. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. The energies of what they feel towards you could be obsessive. But there could also be some toxicity here that was never brought out in the light due to relatively bad communication. But they won't have a new beginning in love. So the man you cannot have, that's the one you, I don't know. You do the math, honey. You do the math. I don't have 10 men chasing me. So yeah, there could have been a funeral here. Literally. Or you simply, you know, like he had 10 of swords, you have the coffin, like this really is over. There is no more here I can do about that. It's over. So again, we are back. In the 2nd house, where you have the fox, where you have the lovers or the heart. There's this woman here, it could be you, Scorpio, who will receive a gift, but they are given to you by the same kind of people who are slandering their asses off, basically. I don't find any curiosity in that. It's just pretenses. So there they are again, slandering while you are shifting your nest. And you're bringing with you your dog. So somehow you guys might find a solution to this connection. Communication is everything. Then there is the ring card here, book, knowledge, and even more flowers. So show me who is behind the ring card, Great Spirit. Show me who is behind the ring card. Show me who is behind the ring card. Well, whoever you are, Scorpio, if you don't see it, well, look now. You have plenty of options. So, again, show me the ring card and the flowers. Someone is like, I see someone showing up here who is very knowledgeable. They could be very educated. They're showing up with the flower and the ring to some of you. Let's see. Okay. Queen of Wands. Aries energy. The Sun. And a choice. We have Sagittarius energy here in reversed. God, I'm confused. One thing is for sure that someone here who refused to do the sacrifice, which is needed to make things work. So this is something you have to manifest, Scorpio, if you want this individual. Because there's someone here who clearly wants you. But if they go for the safe choice, which seems to be the Queen of Wands here, since her titties are falling out of the dress, I'm not sure she's the one the parents will like, but I'm in India, so everything is illegal here, kind of. So that's a little interesting. The ninth house there. This individual, what kind of feelings do they have for Scorpio? What kind of feelings do they have for Scorpio? What kind of feelings do they have for Scorpio? Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see. Come on here. What kind of feelings do they have for Scorpio? Let's see. You make them happy. But there is 3 people involved here and they need to make a choice. They feel a little bit left out somehow. Left out in the cold. They could have lost some money. Again, Sagittarius energy here. There is desire here, but there is this energy of Mercury flickering in and out, can't make up my mind. They are not strong enough to make the real deal decision here with the forces with you, not so much in reverse here. And if there is something they should talk to you about, they won't talk to you about it for some time. It is something here which is, I almost get it that it's awkward to them. But you seem happy either way, Scorpio, with the Sun card here. And you have someone here who's taking care of you. Interesting. So let's just pull some wonderful oracle cards, shall we? see. I have no clue what that word says or what it means. It's a sunken temple. If you ever played World of Warcraft, interestingly enough, the spirit of the river. So flow and make the adventure. Go with the flow, basically. This heart reminds me so about this, or reminds me of a heartbreak, but it also remind me of, you know, the queen bee, crystallization, and these leaves look familiar. It's like a shaman's orb. So it's like a fest, but this is about elections and its consequences. So whoever needs to make a choice here, he also needs to live by, or she needs to live by the consequences that they are taking. Yeah, something about the mind here gives me more of a headache. There is something here about the moon. Something about new, and something that has to do with the moon. Let's see. What do you know? Someone's watching you. Someone's watching you. They're making sure. It could be a Scorpio with the 7 of Cups here. But yeah, they are checking up on your social media and all that stuff. So there is something about you entering this door, entering a new reality. So you could have, there is something here about contacting your ancestors, configuration, del terreno, configuration of the earth, and the knowledge of your ancestors. It shouldn't be taken too lightly upon, because you are your ancestors. Every cell in your body is your ancestor being rebuilt into something new. So be a little bit careful with expectations. There's something here which is transpersonal. So many of you are going through a process now where you need to change. This is about adapting to wherever you are. Look, she's in the forest and she's basically turning into the forest. So don't be so stubborn. It's a mutable trait, Gemini trait or Pisces trait or whatever. This gift of turning into some camouflage, turning into someone else. And no, not that one again. I tend to get a lot of the same cards again and again. So okay, so this is about breaking the illusion, which is your ego. Espejo evanescente sublimación del ego. So it's not about breaking the ego, it's about breaking the illusion of the ego, which is exactly what you might need. Well, if you have any questions, you put them below. Thank you so much for joining me. I will do more lives when I feel more alive. And yes, again, thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, all that, and for your comments, and for being with me late in the night having a chat while I do the cards. I love you so much, and hope to see you soon.